Today we're going to be ranking every single YouTuber controversy. For the rankings, we have career ended, PR nightmare, recoverable, minor L, and undeserved. And at the end of the video, one of these is going to move into the S++ tier as the worst of the worst controversy we have seen in Beyond Redemption. Now, starting off the list, we've got JStation, infamous YouTuber, faked his girlfriend's death, known for those fake 3 AM challenges. What really brought him notoriety was using famous people's deaths for views. You know, doing the Juice WRLD 3 AM Ouija board challenge where he said he contacted Juice WRLD, or, you know, doing it when Mac Miller died, or faking his girlfriend's death and then playing the fucking Ouija board and like pretending to talk to her and shit. And then she went and made a YouTuber video exposing him. This is gonna have to go career ended, because his career ended. He literally got banned and he's never been back on YouTube since. And I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy, but thank God he's gone. You know, some of the worst videos, some of the worst content I've ever seen. I don't know who the fuck subscribed to him. Probably fucking 9-year-olds or people just watching, you know, to take the piss. Next up, we have FouseyTube. Now, FouseyTube has had many highs and many lows since his, you know, time in the spotlight. But we're going to be talking about the swatting incident and the arrest that happened to him in Vegas, where he was getting stalked and harassed, and he called the police to his hotel room to only then get arrested by the police he called. This is going to have to go recoverable, simply because it's FouseyTube. If it was anyone else, it probably would have been PR nightmare. But FouseyTube, he's got bipolar disorder, I'm pretty sure. And with FouseyTube, you kind of expect it, right? Every few years he makes a comeback, and then, you know, he's all good and he's happy and jolly, and then he goes fucking crazy, and then he disappears until he comes back, and then the whole fucking cycle repeats, right? Who remembers when, you know, he was going off at Keemstar when he was standing on top of the bus, when he said that he was gonna fucking collab or drop like an album with Drake, or Drake was gonna show up to his like meet and greet or some shit, and it never happened. You know, he's had many fucking highs and lows. With FouseyTube, it's recoverable. Next up, we've got one of the most infamous cases on YouTube of EDP445 being exposed as a pedophile, not on one but 2 occasions, and also admitting to the fact he's talked to many underage girls. And this is where that famous cupcake meme stemmed from as well. You know, the leaked text messages, which are fucking insane. I've read through those messages while preparing for this video and I'm at a loss of words. I really am at a loss of words. It was just insane. I mean, you know, he sent his shit pictures to what he thought was a like 13-year-old girl. He sent pictures of his shit. That's the kind of guy we're dealing with here. I mean, his name is EDP, Eat the Pussy. Yeah, I mean, career ended, because it really did. He not only did his career end, it ended for the worst possible thing, being exposed as a PDF file. That is the worst thing on this list. That's the worst thing you could ever want to be exposed as, a PDF file. He went and worked like normal jobs, which he was getting harassed at. Like he was working as like an Uber driver, and he got banned on Uber. Then he was working on like a Lyft or some shit under a fake name, and then he got exposed and banned there. People found his address. He had to get his name changed. He had to move houses, all sorts of crazy shit. And he deserved it. He deserved it. He said it himself. He was talking to like multiple underage girls. Next up, we have IShowSpeed. This is for his incident of the "who's gonna stop me" when he was playing Valorant with a girl, and he asked her like, if you and me were the only 2 people on an island, like, would you fuck me? And she said no. And then he basically just said, who the fuck's gonna stop me? If it's, you know, if we're the only people, who's gonna stop me? He got banned on Valorant, I'm pretty sure, for it, and I'm pretty sure he got banned on YouTube only for like a couple days, and then he ended up having to release a apology video. I want to say minor L, or possibly recoverable, but we'll leave it in minor because no one really gives a shit anymore. Let's keep it real. I've said probably worse things to girls playing Xbox or playing games on the PC. Anytime there's a girl in the lobby, you gotta start saying some outrageous shit. You gotta tell them to get back in the kitchen. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say some of those things. You just gotta say it, especially when you're just playing Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So I think we've all said some outrageous shit playing Xbox. He did as well. He was like a kid as well. You know, some of these guys are fucking grown men, PDF file, faking deaths, shit like that. He just said some shit, whatever, who gives a fuck? And yeah, we'll just put it minor L. Next up, we've got Logan Paul suicide forest incident. Who can fucking forget? He filmed a dead body. And I honestly want to put it in PR nightmare, because honestly, I think the whole situation is funny. At that time, during the peak of Logan Paul, Jake Paul hate, out of every single person this could have happened to, it happened to Logan Paul. Not only was he at the peak of his hate, and then shit like this happens, I honestly don't give a fuck that he filmed a dead body. I honestly don't care. I probably wouldn't have reacted that way. I don't know, maybe I would have, but I don't give a shit. I don't care he filmed a dead body and kind of took the piss out of it. I just think the whole situation is fucking funny. And the fact of the matter is, he's known as the guy that filmed a dead body for views. To this day, it fucking haunts him. I think it's single-handedly the most viewed apology video of all time, which is a fucking, I'm sure Logan's proud of that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure what, deep down, he's fucking happy because of the amount of publicity he got. I reckon deep down, he's happy just from how insanely viral that thing went. You know, the Paul brothers, the motto is all publicity is good publicity. They live by that shit. And I think deep down, Logan will never admit it publicly, but I think he's happy about the whole incident and the way it panned out. He went on to become more and more successful with the boxing and the Prime and all that shit and the podcast. And like, yeah, people talk about it and they bring it up, but he's fucking richer than ever. He's more famous than ever. He's in the WWE. It hasn't hurt his career really. Talk about a PR nightmare. It's like the most nightmare of nightmare situations for your PR team. At the end of the day, he like managed to recover. Next up, we've got the MrBeast situation. The Chris Tyson fucking LGBT QRS TUV bullshit. Rainbow flag, you know what I'm saying? And then it was the whole like Delaware hiring pedophiles, the whole workplace treatment. I'm gonna say PR nightmare. Mainly because of the way MrBeast handled it. Like, he just didn't say anything for a long time. Like, the rumors just kept on growing and growing and growing. And you had channels like More Pegasus milking the living shit out of it. These guys just took that MrBeast hate and ran with it and fucking milked it for as many views as they could. I reckon it would have honestly been like recoverable or minor L, but he didn't respond or say anything for a long time, which kept people just talking about it and kept, you know, the rumors just circulating more and more and getting more and more out of hand and more crazy. If he would have addressed it early on and put a lid on all the rumors, it would have been done, but he didn't. That just kept the rumors growing more and more. And then why is MrBeast not said anything? Maybe that's a sign. So it ended up being a PR nightmare. Is it the end of his career? No, obviously not. You know, he's still doing fine. I'm sure he took a minor hit when it came to like sponsorships and shit, but you know, the guy's fucking loaded. Next up, we have Cenat. This is gonna be for the New York City riot incident where he was hosting a fucking PlayStation 5 giveaway in New York, and he got a bunch of fans to show up to the city, and it just eventually ended up being a fucking riot, which he got arrested for. Cars being smashed. I'm pretty sure there was fire started, like looting, shit like that. It's gonna go a PR nightmare. I don't know what the fuck Cenat was thinking. To be honest, with a fan base and audience like his, you know, predominantly black people, shit's gonna go crazy. I don't know what he was thinking getting a fucking bunch of black people together in New York City. Let's be honest, you see a lot of looting, you see a lot of those kinds of crimes, you know what I'm saying? And there's predominantly one skin color. You know, I'm just pointing the fucking obvious. I'm looking at the sky and saying the sky is blue, especially with Cenat's fan base and audience of like YNs or like these fucking like thug motherfuckers, like, or these cunts who just think they're thugs when they're not. It's no surprise the kind of people that turn up to that kind of event where he's hosting some PlayStation 5 giveaway and some fucking meetup in New York City of all places, and there's no like security. You don't inform the police, you don't do anything, and you get that many people, that many black people in a city like New York City, which is already running rampant with fucking crime, and I'm sure the police force is like massively underfunded and, you know, understaffed to deal with shit like that. So yeah, it ended up being a fucking PR nightmare. You know what, we'll move it to recoverable because I don't think anyone gives a shit anymore. Cenat's fan base is like one of a kind because no matter what he does, they'll forgive him. When you're Cenat and you're appealing to a black audience, they see themselves in you. They see the fact that a black creator made it out, and you know, which is even like more impressive in their eyes. Cenat can do no wrong, so we'll put recoverable just because of his fan base. They'll suck his dick no matter what. Next up, we've got PewDiePie. Obviously, this is for the whole N-word incident, PUBG on the bridge. You know what I'm saying? He got killed and dropped the N-bomb, and we're gonna put this into recoverable. It wasn't as bad as the ones in PR Nightmare. I've never been killed by someone in a video game and it just slips like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't understand how it just slipped. I think the whole situation is kind of funny. The way he said it, it was just a fucking instant reflex. It's recoverable. No one gives a shit anymore. I think the whole situation's funny. And yeah, next up, we've got another Logan Paul picture. This one is supposed to be for the Suicide Forest, and this one here, we'll put them next to each other. One was for the Suicide Forest and one was for the Crypto Zoo incident. We just swapped the images around. Obviously, Logan Paul, no stranger to controversy. Most recently, one of the big scandals was the whole Crypto Zoo scam where he scammed his fans, promised a game that would make people money, promised like all this bullshit, and at the end of the day, it was undelivered on the promises. The people that invested into it lost tons of fucking money. CoffeeZilla made a massive investigation into the whole thing. We'll put it in PR Nightmare. It's gonna go PR Nightmare because it really was. And you know, to add fucking icing to the cake, he went and had a go at CoffeeZilla and tried to say he was gonna sue CoffeeZilla, but then later backtracked and started thanking CoffeeZilla. I don't know, the whole situation is just really weird. He first tried to say he's gonna sue CoffeeZilla for defamation and all this bullshit, and then switched up and done a 180 and started saying thank you. Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest notorious influencer scams. To be fair, you're listening to Logan Paul, the guy who's gonna happily stab his brother in the back if he can sell more fucking Prime and lunch leaves. Doesn't give a shit about his brother. Of course, he's not gonna give a shit about the fans. So we'll put a PR Nightmare because that thing still follows him around. Next up, we have Leafy. You know, during the 2016, 15, maybe 17 era of commentary videos, Leafy was blowing up like crazy. He had some pretty fucking outrageous takes, and he was pretty controversial. He got banned on YouTube when he released, I think, 12 videos in a row on Pokimane. But then when you actually watch the video, he would talk about like fucking crypto or like trading or something just completely different. He would just talk about his life or some shit. But then he was using Pokimane in the title and thumbnail, and then he got banned for harassment. I want to say minor L. Although his career was ended, I don't think it deserved to be. We'll put undeserved actually. Fuck it. We'll put undeserved. Because one, it was an instant ban. There was no 3 strikes. Yeah, he made 12 videos in a row targeting one person, but it's fucking Pokimane. Like, it's also Pokimane. Compared to some of the other ones, like filming a fucking dead body, just some of the other ones that we're about to see on the list, I really don't think Leafy deserved to get banned. I never liked his content, but I don't think he deserved it. Next up, we're going to be moving on to DrDisrespect, where he was caught cheating on his wife with potentially an underage girl. He was, I think, 17, and this guy's like pushing 40. It's gonna go recoverable. Yeah, it's gonna go recoverable. Honestly, the issue, it wasn't as big as I thought it would be, especially considering the fact that he was allegedly talking to an underage girl, and some of the other people on this list have, and fucking worse things happened to them, and he cheated on his wife. But he's one of those people with a cult-like fan base, so we're gonna put recoverable because he recovered. I don't even see anyone talking about DrDisrespect, let alone the whole incident. No one even talks about him anymore. He recovered fine. I don't think his career's taken a big hit. I think he's doing just fine. Next, we have Sam Pepper. Now, this guy's like a fucking OG in the fucking drama space. He was involved in a lot of drama, but the one we're gonna be talking about today is the fucking, you know, killing my best friend prank or whatever the fuck it was. I'm gonna put minor L. I don't think it was that bad. To be honest, I don't think it was that bad. Maybe recoverable. Another one in the recoverable list, but it wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be. I honestly don't think so. Was the prank a little bit fucked? Yeah, it was. But again, I mean, you're talking about PDF file allegations. You're talking about scamming fans. You're talking about fucking riots. You know, we'll put minor L. I think it's minor L, honestly. Like, compared to some of the other ones on this list, yeah, it's not as bad as anything above it, in my opinion. Cenat caused a fucking riot. Literally a riot in New York City. PewDiePie said the N-word. This guy was fucking cheating on his missus and fucking 17-year-olds, you know? So yeah, I don't think it was that bad. I really don't think it was that bad. I think the shit was blown out of proportion, mainly because Sam Pepper's a dickhead. So, and no one fucking likes him. He's a fuckwit. So yeah, we'll put minor L. We have to be unbiased here. But it's that time where only one of these can go into Beyond Redemption as the worst of the worst controversy in the list. I think no surprise, it's gonna have to be my boy EDP. He's not my boy. I don't know why I said that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let's just fucking forget about that. It's gonna have to be EDP. It's gonna have to be him. PDF file allegations, caught not once but twice. Yeah, it's gonna have to be him. You fuck with little kids, it's over. It is over for you. But if you liked the video, like, subscribe, click on another one on the screen, and fuck off.